Recording. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 28 different altcoins today. If you have a request yourself on all of these altcoins are requests, right? They're requested through the YouTube channel or the Discord. If you yourself have any requests, feel free to leave it in the comments, whether it's a stock, a crypto, a whatever. I'm happy to do the requests. I do them all within 24 hours, almost every time. If not, it's because I'm on vacation, I'm away, I literally don't have time, you know, something came up, but most of the time I do it within a 24-hour period. So leave a request if you'd like to see me do a crypto or a stock or anything like that. I do allow 2 requests per person per day. And even with that restriction, man, I've got 28 requests today, so we might have to up that restriction at some point, you know, as the channel grows, guys. Like, this is at 4,400 subscribers. Thank you all very much, by the way. I'm very appreciative. Let's say I'm at 40,000 subscribers. I'm not going to be able to do 2 requests per person per day. At that point, 40,000, I'm sure there would be, if people requested already, even there's people who request the same thing, so that'll kind of cancel some out. But you know, at some point there will be the restrictions to where it'll only be 1 request per person per day, and then who knows if it gets crazier than that. It might be like, I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I'm not going to restrict people from talking about or requesting low cap coins versus high cap coins. I like talking about low cap coins, even if they look like crap, because you never know when you might find that one diamond in the rough. Low cap coins are the best, man. They really are. That's where you make 100x gains. That's where you make 700x gains, is low cap coins. I love talking about them. You got to sift through all the crap to find that one gem, though. You know, it's a lot of work, but you're not going to find it if you don't look at it. So that's why I love those requests. But anyways, man, enough talking, enough of that. Let's get into this. I am not going to leave timestamps. I wish I had time for it, but I don't have time for timestamps. So if you want to find the coin that I'm talking about, this is the order of the list that I'm talking about. You're going to have to guess as to which section of the video it's in, you know, more or less check that. So we're going to start off with XMR Monero for Smooth Operator, Sauce for Mr. Hat. We're going to talk about HBAR and FLR for BL Spiegel, PAAL for Gem Zero, AIOZ as well for Gem Zero, CKB for Risk Taker, Lunacy, Luna Classic for Flower Child, Any for David Stevens, Bonk for Diesel Killer, Shrap for IROC, Floki for H Sutube, One and Vet for Fredium, Cubic for Thomas Sanders, XTZ for Still Mason Me Jamesy, ICP for JG Aesthetics and EK, LRC for Dell, Miria and AGI for Mr. Question, WTK and SHX for Matt, DGB.X and Shiba.X for Ronald Reyes, Trump Inu for Bryant James, Fine, is that right there? Fine for Unknown User, and then Trump 2024 for Chad Shee, and Ave for user PQ8. I don't recognize too many of the people that go by user, but user PQ8, I know you've done a few requests. I recognize the numbers afterwards, or the letters afterwards. Anyways, guys, let's get into this. Let's do this. Here we go. Talking about Monero. This is one I know that Smooth Operator likes for sure. It's a good coin, man. It's an OG coin. It's an OG privacy coin. I think it definitely stands to make some solid gains this cycle. That remains to be seen, you know. Being that it is a privacy coin, it has limitations. It's been taken off of some major exchanges. I think it was on Coinbase at some time, wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. I feel like it was, and then it got delisted. I don't remember, but it's on Kraken, which is a U.S. exchange, which I'm kind of surprised that they still allow that, but hey, it is. If we're looking at new all-time highs, from this high to the cycle low, the minimum target, I don't know why I have the 113 on there. Why is that on there? That's weird. I don't remember doing that. Anyways, that would be at $815 or $1,454. Now, right now, you're at about a $146 price. That'd be anything from a 5x to a 9x by the end of the cycle, if we were to hit the kind of minimum expected ranges. But I would think that we go higher. I personally would think that we go higher. I think that being that this is like a much smaller kind of retracement on your bear cycle from the last cycle, that you could see deeper extensions, and at which case you might look for the minimum being at like the 1886, which is about a 15x from here, or the 2272, which from its current price would still be about a 30x, 29x, something like that, and potentially even higher. I want to go over the market cap for Monero and then compare it or multiply it by like what number would be an achievable market cap for this thing, if that makes sense. So you had a $2.66 billion market cap. Let's do that right now. 2.66. If we were to see from here a 2272 extension, let's say a 29x, multiply that by 29, that would give us a $77 billion market cap for Monero. And I definitely think something like Monero, you know, being around since 2014, it's an OG coin, it's the OG privacy coin in itself. I think a market cap like that is absolutely in the realm of possibilities. I almost think, and I got sidetracked, I almost think that we should take the extensions based off of this into consideration personally. That's my genuine opinion. And at which case maybe we see the 2272 of this move, and that would be from the current price a 122x. I know, guys, I know it might be a pain in the butt, but I've been talking about a bunch of different prices. But I think these higher prices are absolutely achievable, possible for the cycle for Monero. I do, because it's been accumulating for a while. The chart itself kind of reminds me almost of like Litecoin or a couple other OG charts that, you know, they had their initial run up. They saw new all-time highs or slightly lower highs or like tied up double tops, whatever, yet they're still having higher lows in their bear cycle. It's like a grand phase of consolidation, accumulation. When that pops, I think it's going to be glorious. So Monero being worth what it is now at $146, seeing a 122x, right? That'd be 122x. Let's do 2.66 times 122. Yeah, 122. $324 billion market cap. Again, it's a really high market cap. It's absolutely a really high market cap, but something like Monero, something that's been around since 2014, it's an OG coin. Through and through, it's an OG coin. And it's a privacy coin. It's the OG privacy coin. I think that a multi-$100 billion market cap for Monero is something that a coin like this could deserve because of all the things that it has going for it. You know, being around for a long time, standing the test of time, is something that more or less proves its validity and security for bigger money to come in. And then being a privacy coin too, you know, there's value in that. And I think, you know, I say this in almost all my videos whenever I talk about this, but whenever it comes to institutional money, which right now, guys, we're in like that institutional money market, right? We have the ETFs coming about. Institutional money has been involved since 2017 or earlier, actually, but we've got more on-ramps for institutional money than we ever had before. Are the institutions going to put their money in Floki, Inu? Are they going to put it in Pepe? Are they going to put it in Bonk? Are they going to put it in whatever coin that's not a meme coin that just came out this cycle? You know, that like CAS, for example, which CASPA has been doing very well, but it's only existed since 2021. Are they going to put their money, these guys who are institutional players that have real serious money, are they going to put their money in something that's existed for less than 3 years? Or are they going to put something that's been tried and tested, has stood the test of time? It's been around for literally over 10 years. Yeah, like basically 10 years, man. Would you want to put your money in that or something that's newer? My gut is OG coins are going to do really well this cycle, and that's why I think Monero itself, it could see 100x from its current price, even after this nice little pump you had. It's like a 50% pump from that low there. I guess it was a drop and then a pump. It was a recovery, really, but absolutely it's possible. But I think considering this as your fib extensions to go off of, your minimum target would be 7x, potentially all the way up to a 18x, maybe a 39x, and if not, man, you got that granddaddy expectation all the way up at 122x. Anything and everything, man. Definitely, I think it's got higher highs to come in, but in the more immediate term, looking at it, getting away from all that, I wanted to spend a little bit more time on this because I do like Monero as well, man. And being that it is an OG coin, I wanted to give it a little bit of extra love. You are in you're in a nice area of accumulation here. When this range breaks, you're going to see fireworks to the upside for sure. I would think that once you close, maybe there, maybe a little bit lower even. I want more touch points. Maybe this week over here. Yeah, when you close above 171 on a weekly basis, I think it's go time. You'll see prices at like $300, $350, something like that in a very short amount of time, potentially even higher. But until then, accumulating, might be creeping up to that area, that white line there. You might pull back a little bit for now, might go down just a little bit, and that's okay. Relative low to high, you could pull back to 130. You're at 146. Maybe you pull back to 130 and then move up. Maybe you don't pull back that far and you just continue to work your way up. 4 hour looking like it wants to roll over a little bit, sure. So you know, it might go down today or tomorrow or over the coming weeks, but I think it definitely does have higher to go one way or another. But that's Monero. Let's move on. Let's talk about Sauce for Mr. Hat. SaucerSwap. Let's see here on MEXC. All right, you got a little bit of weekly bearish divergence here, a little bit, but you've got increasing volume. I like it compared to this high. That's nice. It's not, yeah, you had a red week last week, but I wouldn't say this is confirmed. Like you absolutely could continue to move up from here. Let's look at the daily. I don't mind the daily RSI, man. It's like hidden bullish divergence right there, lower lows with the higher lows coming into play. I mean, I guess technically you do have a lower low than that. Oh, let's see. Hold on now. Yeah, technically you do. Let's see. I want to get this high to low, all the way in the deep deeps. This high to low. Come on now, there we go. 2272 hit. Okay. And you pulled back to your 1886 already. You know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. You kind of have a spinning top on your weekly, to be fair. You do have bearish divergence on your weekly, to be fair. I don't mind the daily RSI, but you could go lower and still look good for the more immediate term. 4 hour, what are you doing? 4 hour doesn't look bad. I want to see here real quick. Yeah, I really don't know, man. I think it wants to go higher. That much I do believe. I do think it wants to go higher, but do you pull back first? Do you pull back to about 10 cents, just below 10 cents, or 14 cents, just above 14 cents, and then move up higher? I don't know. You're at 20 cents now. I think you've got 40 cents in the bag or higher. It's kind of hard to do TA on something like this. Do we have more data on this? Is this right? I feel like we're talking about different things here. I don't know. Maybe this is the one that you're looking for. Is this the one? Are they? They're okay. They're at the same price, so that is okay. It's the same thing. Okay, this will help. This is a lot more. Oh no, this is that's the 4 hour. Okay, so it is the same chart. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, you probably do. You probably pull back a little bit. Let's look for that. I'd say, again, anything from 14.1 to 9.6 cent area, somewhere around there. Going to your 2272, hitting it like that, and then pulling back to the 1886 to the 1618. It's normal. You could even go all the way back to your 1272 and be fine. But I kind of would expect you to hold this 1618 at your lowest. So 9.6 cents to 14.1 cents, somewhere in that area is where I think you're going. And then higher. How much higher? I really don't know. You know, until we have this low, I can't really do an extension based off of this, but I mean, I think you have 40 cents in the bag. I do. And potentially higher than that as well, but take a little break from here. Take a little break for, I don't know, maybe a week or two, maybe just this week, I don't know. It could be more time than that. How long did you consolidate here? About a month, not even a month. I don't know, man. Though that is a pretty solid run there. I don't know. February. It could be sometime later this month that you find that low. Like the middle of this month or later in this month. And then you move up. I don't know. But one thing that I know that I'm confident in saying is I do think you have lower to go first, and then you'll go higher. As far as like what the potential is for this thing, I don't know. Let's look at it on here real quick. Sauce. I like the icon. I really do. Sauce Inu. It already has its own Inu too. 120 million. Okay, that's a nice low cap coin. Max log. It's a good looking chart, man. Circulating supply, max supply, that's okay. Do we have tokenomics available real quick? Hey, I like that. I like that. You got to show your token. You don't have to, because there's not everybody does, but I love, if you're showing your tokenomics, it gives me more belief that you're not trying to hide something, you know. Why not show? I want to see your tokenomics. Let me know how this thing freaking works. I like this. Yeah. It's not bad at all. It's a big amount to the yield farm there. A little bit for liquidity. Community airdrop is nice. There you go. You got to spend some on marketing, whatever, but advisors, whatever. It is a big chunk for the core development, but hey, sometimes some of the best coins do have, you know, they start off like that too. But also those core development tokens, I don't know what the status is, but I would assume they might be locked up for like an initial period of time potentially. Looking at the supply until 2028, man, they got long-term time frames here. Let's see, when do you start diminishing? Okay, so you've already started to diminish right here sometime in 2025 in October. So toward the end of the bull market, damn. It would be nice if you saw like diminishing circulate or diminishing like minting supply, new coins coming into the circulation sooner than that, but whatever. It's not like a big deal. Anyways, man, I'm yammering on here. Yammering. Oh, okay, that's nice. Hold on. Would this be core development here? So they'll stop getting coins then. Okay. But then all this stuff, okay, that's not bad actually. Whatever, I don't know. I'm talking about things that I don't know as much about as the technicals. All I'm trying to say is I don't mind the tokenomics. I do like the market cap. I think it's at a low enough point where you could see 100x in this thing. At 120 million, you know, 100x would be a $12 billion market cap. That's an achievable market cap for anything that's remotely decent, you know, catches a little bit of attention. If it doesn't see 100x, maybe it sees a 20x, a 50x, 70x. Maybe it sees a multi-100x. It's got that potential as well. So, yeah, I don't know. That's all I got to say. Probably goes down. Who knows how high it goes? It is a very new coin, but it looks like some decent volume. It's only on MEXC, so you know, whenever coins like this, what I like about coins like this is that when they do get listed on bigger exchanges, that's when you see these like insane movements up because the exchanges are accumulating these coins. And then once they get listed, that's a prime. It's a pretty good signal to sell. But anyways, that's sauce. I feel like I spent a good bit of time on that one. Let's move on to HBAR. I'm going to try to breeze through these a little bit quicker, so I'm not here for hours. Let's see here. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, you want to move higher, man. You do. You're consolidating. You want to move higher. This is on Coinbase. Do we have a longer history? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Looking at the weekly here. Just broke out. Yeah, you're just, okay. I see you. High to low. You want to go up to, you're at 12 cents now. We'll see you at 13.1 cents soon, like either this week or next week. Maybe even all the way up to 17.3 cents. I want to get this longer term fib right here. Yeah, look at that. 1618 line up at that 2272. We'll see you at 17.2 cents, 17.3 cents before you see some more kind of significant consolidation, right? And what I mean by significant consolidation is like this. You're essentially going to move all the way up to this area right up here before you like see a significant correction is what I'm thinking. And that would make sense too. You know, you put a line like right there roughly. That's like 16. Let's do 17 right there, whatever. Previous areas of support. Find some resistance on it, consolidate for a bit, and then break up past that. I think it wants to go higher. Yeah, looks good. I wonder what's HBAR's market cap too. I know this one's probably higher. Hedera, 4 billion. Yeah, so 100x on something like this, probably not as possible. It's been around for a while, you know, but not as long as some things. I don't know if it deserves a $100 billion market cap. It might, but it definitely, I think it will achieve new all-time highs this cycle. But for right now, what I can say is it's probably going to go higher. It's a nice look on your weekly RSI. Definitely a nice look on the daily RSI if it would load. I think it wants to go higher for sure. And that's all I got for that. Let me do something real quick. There we go. That's HBAR. Any day now, man. Any day now. It looks like it wants to break out. Like, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be sometime this week or next week, but I wouldn't even think next week. I think sometime soon. Like sometime this week. FLR. Talking about flare. Coming down a little bit, sure, but hey, you're looking like you want to move up too soon. Put a line right here. Let's just see. Oh, no. Maybe you don't have to go down there, man. You really don't have to. You're around your 50 now. Like, you could be bouncing here. You could go a little bit lower today and then close the day around here and then bounce tomorrow or something like that. You might bounce today even. I want to look at your weekly. Let's look at, do we have a better or a longer history? Oh, there's that. I guess this is just all its history, isn't it? Okay, we'll use Kraken. Why not? Yeah, V-shaped recovery. Finding a top at the high of the V-shaped recovery, that makes sense. That's a very common thing to do. I was watching this video, man, this like short video, because I'm all about TA, I'm all about crypto, so like that kind of stuff shows up on my shorts when I'm just scrolling through the feed on YouTube. And this guy was like, people think that when you see a V-shaped recovery, it'll stop where it began, but that's not the case. Sometimes, especially whenever you see high momentum, it'll just continue on. And then he zoomed out, and instead of it looking like this, it was a big old, it was just a big V. So it's like he was making a point, but then he zoomed out, and it's like it literally looked just like this. Like it literally, and it topped off. The thing that he was talking about, where his whole point of the video was that sometimes when it's got high momentum, it goes through it. And sure, sometimes they do, but V-shaped recoveries, it's a rule of thumb for a reason. It's a very, very common thing to top off where you started the V-shaped recovery. Maybe not to a T, but like pretty damn close to it. The hard part is discerning where is the V. Because if you looked at it like that, okay, momentarily, yes, you did top off there. But I think if you look at it for what it is, it's very clear like where the V started. This whole chart is a V-shaped recovery. So you probably do this. You probably consolidate for a little bit, just like you did last time. You could pull back a little bit more, right? This could be a deeper consolidation because you are at the highs. Maybe you pull back to 2.6 cents. Maybe you pull back to 3.5 cents. You do have support in both areas, really. Looking at the daily, at first I was thinking that you might find support sooner than that and then continue to move up. But looking at it for what it is on the V-shaped recovery, declining volume as well, I kind of would assume that you might see a more, versus like any of these, you might see a more pronounced phase of consolidation. Though I do think, looking at how the daily looks now, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a little recovery. You're at 4 cents, you're at 4.087 cents. You might move up to like 4.5 cents, which isn't that much, but like a little 10% move. Oversold on the RSI. Yeah, you could bounce off your green line, move up a little bit, but I don't think you'll move much past like 4.65 cents from here. So that's flare. Probably going down, probably going to about 3.5 to 2.65 cents. Look for those prices. I would look for that 382 personally. But if I was looking to buy this, I'd probably start DCAing at the 236 and then down. That's my genuine opinion. V-shaped recovery, consolidate for a little bit, continue onward. That's my best guess. So that's flare. Let's talk about PAL, P-A-L. Oh, we'll go on gate.io, sure. Maybe Poloniacs, no. Oh, let's get it on crypto. Gate.io sounds about right. Okay, gate.io, here we go. Overbought, looking good, looking like a nice move. Top to bottom. Come on, get right on it. There we go. 1886 hit. Oh yeah, that looks good, bro. Pretty hot on the RSI, but you could get hotter. Bearish divergence on the daily. Maybe you don't get hotter. You might pull back to 38 cents. You're at 48 cents now. You might drop about 10 cents from here and then continue higher. I do think you want to go higher. I think, like, looking at this for what it is, it's kind of like a big old like ABC move. You generally see pretty solid symmetry between the first leg and the second leg. With stuff like this, with this kind of look, it's like a bull flag, right? And that's what these moves are, right? You move up strong, consolidate, you move up the same, maybe not the same strength, but more or less the same distance up, and you can just see that this is definitely bigger than this, right? If we were to go up the same height from the bottom here, you know, that would put you all the way up at like 212, 245. You're at 47 cents now, so I do think you have higher prices to go. I just think for the time being, for the more immediate term, you go down. You probably go down to about 38 cents, around there. If you go a little bit below there, that's okay. But you probably hold that 38-cent area. That's my best thoughts, best guess there. And then up from there. So that's PAL. Let's talk about the next one, AIOZ on Coinbase. Yeah, looks good. I like the daily RSI, man. I like the weekly RSI. A little bit of bearish divergence, yes. Again, kind of that same bull pole, bull flag breaking out. You could absolutely pull back to like the closing point of this, go back down to like 18 cents. You got 25 cents right now. You might not though. Hit the 1618, finding support on the 1272 would be classic and then move up. But what also would be classic is moving back to your 886 and then moving up. So you could 19.46, 18 cents, you know, somewhere in there. 19.46 cents is what I mean, not like 19 point. It's like when I said that I meant in cents, not in dollars. So 0.194 or 0.18, somewhere in that area is what I'd be looking for. If not here, it is possible. And you know, would you call this a V-shaped recovery? Some people might look at it and be like, "This is a V-shaped recovery." Maybe. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a V-shaped recovery at all. I think solid movement down and you're finding life. I think really what it is it's a bull flag. So technically your measure move would be that of like something like this all the way up to $1.50. Here you are at 25 cents now. So let's see. Let's go from this high. Nope, that's not the high. That's the high. That take you to your 1414. A lot of cryptos like their 1414, man. Yeah, you absolutely could see that move. So you're just in the middle of it right now. That's all. I definitely think you're going to. Yeah, I definitely think so. But pulling back to the 786 might be something you do before moving up higher. That's all I'm saying. Between again like 18 and like 19.4 cents, something like that. That's AIOZ. I want to look at the daily real quick actually. Again, maybe the 4 hour. I think you do. I think you go a little bit lower. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Lower and then higher. CKB. Nervos. On Binance. Weekly. Whoa, bro. Nice. Really nice. I would ask, where were you? Why didn't you tell me about it sooner? But I'm fairly positive I've done analysis on CKB for a while now. I don't remember what I said about it, but look at you, bro. Good job, guys. Good job to all you CKB holders out there. Since January 22nd, no, yes, you've moved up 685%. You're still up right now, 509. Like, good job, guys. Killing it, man. Classic breakout. Accumulated, broke out, solid volume. Absolutely, that's a breakout move right there. What is this thing, man? What is it? Nervos, $860 million market cap. Yeah, man, you could see some solid gains with that. Maybe not 100x, but I mean, it's already gained a good bit. You know, 100x from down here for sure. You know, like you're already like let's see, what would 100x down there be? That would be like there essentially. That's actually a 101x. Yeah. From the current price. Oh yeah, you could see more than that. I think you could. Yeah, absolutely you could. Maybe you stop there. That's a very solid accomplishment in itself. You know, 20x would be about a $17 billion market cap. That is a pretty solid market cap, but you could move higher than that. Top to bottom. Yeah, maybe you go up to your 1886. You could go a little bit above your 1618 and then top off there. You don't have to go to these lines, but whenever I see targets like this in between the fibs, I like to go up to the next one, which would be a 32x from the current price. Yeah, definitely got higher to go. Looks good, man. Looks good. I like it. I definitely like it. You might consolidate for a little bit. Maybe you go higher immediately and then consolidate. Let's look at the daily. Decaying volume as you're moving up. If you move up, it's going to be like one more leg and then you move down, but you might be moving down now. Hard to say. If you move up higher, you're at about 1.9 cents. Maybe you move up to about 3 cents and then you move lower, but all in all, I think you do want to go higher. Just maybe for the time being, you see a bit of a correction. Wouldn't be crazy. Down to about 1.7 cents, 1.37 cents, something like that. Anyways, that's CKB, and then higher. Lunacy, Luna Classic. Man, I need to check on my. I got some Luna too. I forgot. Someone asked what cryptos I was holding. I forgot to mention that I hold some Luna too, just a little bit. It was from airdrops back when they were doing that. I don't think they're doing it anymore though. I haven't really checked on it. Though I should. Okay, I'm taking a side. We're taking a detour. Real quick, hold on. Not on the euro. Okay, fine, the euro. All right, hey, it went up last week, but so did a lot of things. Okay, anyways, Luna Classic. Three zeros, 3838. Yeah, I think so. I think you want to move up, Luna Classic. Yes, you do. Yeah, looks good to me, man. What's UST doing? That's not bad, right? 3 cents. It's all the way down at 1 cent before. Now it's at 3 cents. That's not bad. A little bit of life. I doubt it goes back to $1, but it could go to 50 cents or something like that. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks pretty dang good. I think it wants to go up to 3038, 3057, and the main reason why I think that's 100% possible and even likely is because everybody has written this off as a scam piece of crap. And I mean, it did. It blew up. It was a Ponzi, you know. Not because Do Kwon himself was like a scammer, but he got, you know, he just got boned. But I'm not here to talk about that. I think you want to go up, man. I do. I think you want to go up more. Yeah, you're looking good. If you like, yeah, I think you want to go up more. I don't know. You could pull back from here. If you pull back from here, you're gonna go. I feel like you already did it though. You could go as low as 3013 or 30157, 156. But I think you have higher to go, like more immediately. I think you want to move up. That's Luna C. Let's talk now about any. Is any a stock? Any's a stock. You know what? I'm going to talk, David Stevens, I'm going to talk about this one for you on the stock. So if you're watching this, my man, we'll talk about it on the stock. We're not doing 28 coins. We're doing 27 coins now. Bonk. You guys, if you're ever doing requests, it does help. Not a huge inconvenience, right? I just did that. It doesn't upset me. It's not anything to apologize over or feel bad about. But if you could tell me if it's a stock or a crypto, that helps. Obviously, I know Smooth Operator, for example, whenever he does requests, he types in XMR-USD to show that it's a crypto, because no stocks are -USD. Of course, they're all going to be in USD. Also, if you do stocks and you want me to do a stock that's not on an American exchange, you want it on a different exchange, specify that too, because I will look for it only on American exchanges by default, unless told otherwise. If I can't find it because it's on a, I don't know, an English exchange or a Canadian exchange, because I'm looking for an American exchange, that's why, you know. So just specify. If you could specify if it's a stock or a crypto in whatever way you feel possible, or feel is good to do, it helps me out. It definitely does help me out. I don't have to spend time going like any USD and then figuring out, you know, it's not that much time. But then I go on these little tangents where I just explain it. But again, it's really not a big deal, man. It doesn't upset me. It doesn't piss me off or anything like that. It's just a request. That's it. You know, it's a request on requests, as I normally say. Anyways, looking at Bonk, I think I want to look at it on here, honestly. Bonky bonk bonk. You might cool off. You might cool off. Not for a while. Not like dramatically. You could pull back to about 40239. Good job, Sabir, homie Sabir. I hope you're doing well with this, man. Haven't heard from you, but I know you're in the Discord. I know that you've got some of this. I know you said that you were going to hold all the way through. I hope you did, man. I hope you didn't sell, because I know I was talking about prices down here, but you were saying you were going to hold. I hope you did, because it's looking good, man. It's looking like it wants to go higher. It really is looking like it wants to go higher. So good job for everybody who's held on. Good job for everybody who's bought. You are at new all-time highs. Hit the 1272. You could pull back first to 30 or 40282, 40225, something like that. But inevitably, I think you are going to go to that 40s6666 number, 40s46 number, potentially even higher. Because this is kind of like a giant bull flag. And at which case, what would that send you to? Let's just get a look here. That's deep, bro. I don't know about that. 2015. What are you at here, Bonk? Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. 40x, yeah. It is a bull flag. It definitely is, but it isn't. It's not going to see that same kind of move. I'd look for that 406666 number. But it probably moves down a little bit first. 40s22, 40s26, somewhere in that range. And then up. That's my genuine opinion. On Bonk, Shrapnel. Looking like it wants to go down. Yeah. Down it is. Down you're going, man. This one was easy. I appreciate the easy ones, definitely. Yep. We'll see you down at 22 to 20. Well, okay, let's be more specific. 21.8 to 22.6 cents. Potentially lower. It is possible. Let's see how you did on this overall. Top to bottom here. Oh, that's not a good look, man. It's really not a good look. With this kind of look, genuinely, you could see extensions. You could see extensions, which would be at 16.2 to 13.5 cents. To convince me that you're going to do that, get a day, preferably on the first pass to be more convincing, but get a day to close below 22.691 cents. Close below that on a daily, and it's on. It's undeniably on to 16.2 to 13.5 cents. Yeah. That's Shrapnel. Down, either way down. Just depends on how far down. Floki Inu, man. Shout out to Leaf. I hope you're still holding your Floki. I don't know, man. I know you had it. I know you said you were just going to hold it, but I mean, if you're not holding it, I hope you took your profits up here. If you're watching this, I doubt he's watching this, man. He's got better things to do than watch the shitcoin videos, man. USDT. Let's see here. Weekly. No, maybe not. Floki. I want to use it on this. 14.7 million. Yeah, you're going higher probably. A lot of things, I've noticed a lot of cryptos doing this, man, where they'll stop. It's not common to do this, but it's becoming common right now. I've noticed it. They'll stop. They'll come back to their 100 or their 886 level. That part is still, actually, it's been more the 886 that they come back to immediately, and then they go up higher. So you might see a 407548 number before you go up to this 30245. Maybe even 30379. Let's call it 308. But the week is still young. It is Tuesday on the charts right now. It is Tuesday, so let's see how the week closes out. I want to hold on now. Okay, let me put the relative strength index on here. You're pretty overbought. Oh, but you know, again, you could just move back here and then move up higher. Yeah, I think you are. I think you'll move back to 4075 area. What is that? 40754, and then move up to 3024 or 307, somewhere in that area. Yeah, after you move down there. So over the weeks, over the months, going up there, over the days, over the weeks, going down here. That's my genuine opinion. So that's Floki. Let's look for one. One is the loneliest number. It says one is Harmony. I'm pretty sure 69 is the number for Harmony. Let's look it up. Is 69 the number for Harmony? Linked to domestic harmony and love. Boom. Boom. It's because it's like the balance, you know. It's like the yin and the yang, man. I don't know. We're getting off topic here. One, though, one being harmony, I think it's more of a, one is a number for like beginning things. It's like ignition, not harmony. But speaking of ignition, you are looking like you want to ignite this thing and go up higher. You're at the top of your accumulation phase. You've broken it, but we haven't seen the follow through yet. I'd like to see more follow through. You very well could right now be doing like a little fake out and kind of come back and consolidate and then break out, something like that. It's not normal. It's not bad. It's just sometimes that happens. You did get the week to close here. It is a bullish week, but you are pretty hot on the RSI at an 87. You could get hotter. You could go higher in a short amount of time. But inevitably, no matter what you do, whether you pull back a little bit from here or you continue to go and you hit your 382, you could pull back. You could pull all the way back to 2.1 cents. You're at 3.4 cents. You might pull back. Very common thing to do. Very healthy thing to do. Not only are you pulling back, like this maneuver is very common in itself on the fibs, but you'd also be pulling back to this previous area of resistance. So also arguably right in the middle of this accumulation range. All kinds of support right there. So moving back there would really give you some oomph, some gas to the fire, man, to go all the way up to 9 cents to 12 cents. Ultimately, regardless of what you do, whether you pull back that far or just a little bit, or you continue up and then you consolidate up here, whatever, I think you're going to this 9.1 to 12 cent area. Here you are at 3.4 cent now. Looking good for Harmony on the weeks and months to come. On the days, though, the daily looks good, bro. Daily looks good. A little bit hot, though. A little bit hot. You might pull back. The fact that you hit that grand kind of 382 does make me think that you pull back, and you can do one of two things. Maybe you don't pull back, maybe you just consolidate right below it and then you break out, and in which case it'd be a couple weeks, maybe a few weeks, maybe even a couple months, who knows how long, until you break out. You just move sideways and be boring. Or in a more likely case, in my opinion, you would move down here, form yet another higher low, bounce off the 236. Very common maneuver to do after finding resistance at the 382, after finding resistance near the top of this accumulation range, especially after seeing what would technically be a fake out, because you're breaking out but it didn't get the follow through. Pulling back to your 236, finding support down there where there's all kinds of reasons for good things going on, and then going up to this area, maybe even higher. It makes sense to me. So this, over the weeks, over the months, and I would think like a month or two at the most, 2 months maybe, would be how long it takes for you to move down and break out of this, right? I mean, that's in April, not even a month away technically, the way I have it drawn, but it could be a month or more away, who knows? And then from there you'll move up. That's my opinion. So probably down for now. You're really hot. You're extended on your overbought zone on the RSI. The volume looks good. The price action looks good. It all looks good, but I do think you're going to pull back soon. If you move up from here, I really don't think it's going to be by much. Because if you do move up much from here, you're going to break out, and you're already hot on both counts on the RSI. So I think you'll chill for a second. You're getting ready. You're winding that spring up, and then you're going to sprang. You're going to get going. But for now, probably chilling. That's one. Let's talk about Vechain USD. Top to bottom. Nope, that's not it. 1618 hit a few times. 1272 found for support. I like this one better because it's got more data. Oh. Yeah, you have bearish divergence presenting itself, but it's not confirmed technically. Daily doesn't look bad. I kind of like it, man. I kind of like it. I want to say right now, Verge, you're on the verge of moving up to about 8.75 cents or almost 11 cents. You could consolidate here for another week or two. It is possible to consolidate in this range for a little bit longer and then move up. But inevitably, I think you want to go there. So it's one of two things. Either you're moving up right now or you're getting ready to move up in the week or two to come, probably. Daily RSI looks good to me, man. It looks like sooner than later you'd probably move up. It could be today. It could be sometime later this week. The 4 hour, it all looks good. You're just consolidating. So really, whenever you break out of this consolidation range, which really I would suppose if you get a day to close above 5.22 cents, you get a day to do that, and then it's probably on to, again, to this area at 8.7 to around 11 cents in a very short amount of time. Just like this. It's going to be a move just like that up to there. Or maybe like up near it and then you like meander to it and then you reject. Who knows how it looks. But anyways, that's Verge. Consolidate for a little bit longer and then move up. I say a little bit longer as in it could be 2 hours, it could be 2 days, it could be 2 weeks, but a little bit longer and then up. That's Vet. I said Verge. Vechain. I'm sorry to all the Vechain holders out there. The Vechain gangers, man. Vechain smokers, I don't know. Cubic. Is this right? Is this the one? Cubic. Hold up now. Cubic, it's that one. Let's look at it on the dexes. Dude, stay away from it. Yeah, just don't even touch this. It's not worth it. No. Something's going off in the oven. Yeah, don't touch it. Stay away from it. I don't like it. This, Mr. Thomas Sanders, either you're doing a sick, cruel joke on us, or you need somebody to keep your hand away from the buy button. This is terrible. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. If by some odd chance you're a scammer trying to promote a scam project, it's not going to work 100%. This is BS. Don't touch it, man. Don't. If you're not a scammer, I feel for you right now. Don't touch it. Just don't touch it. This chart hurts to look at. This coin hurts to look at. I hope nobody loses money by putting their money into that. Unless you're talking, let's just see. Yeah, it's not a stock. Okay. Anyways. Tezos, XTZ. Apparently the saying right now that people are saying is Tezos till you Bezos. I don't know who started saying that, but that's funny, man. It's pretty funny. That's a good saying. That's the kind of stuff that could catch some attention, you know. Start spreading that on Twitter. Or X.com, I mean. Overbought zone, yes, closing above your 886. Yeah, you're probably going to go to $1.88, $2.55 in a short amount of time. You do have this nice bottom right here, Adam and Eve pattern, breaking out of it for sure right now. Let's look at the daily. Pretty hot, pretty overbought. Looking like you want to go higher, though. Today, tomorrow, sometime soon, you're going to want to go higher. So see you at $1.88 to $2.55, probably around that $1.88 to $2.13 area if I really had to guess, but as high as $2.55 before you see some more solid consolidation. You're probably going to see a quick move up there, right? Last week you moved up 23%. You might see another week like that that's that size, maybe a little smaller, maybe a little bigger. It could be this week, it could be next week, it could be both the weeks, you know, but you're moving up. That's my thoughts on Tezos. You are going to Tezos till you Bezos, man. Let's talk about ICP. ICP. I think this is one that I was wrong on, man. I mean, I know, first off, I know that I was wrong on it because I was not bullish on it down here. But I've been calling for it to go lower. Oh, man. It went up. See, this would have been even better because I promise you I was about to get bullish on it. I promise you I was, even before today. I probably wouldn't have thought that it would do this today, but I did start off by saying I was wrong. Okay, that's how you know I'm not full of it, because what I've said before was that from the low, not that low, this low here to that high, I was calling for prices to go to the 382. It's a very common maneuver to do. 382, maybe even down to the 618. But 840, 834, it just didn't happen. It didn't happen. And the way that you're consolidating right now, how tight it is, it looks like you're going to go higher. The weekly RSI, I was looking at this earlier because someone commented on it, and that's why I was saying, I'm glad I said it before I actually pulled it up, because you can say that you meant something, but unless you call it before it happens, like it's like, did you really though, or are you just saying that? I did say I was wrong before we actually got into it. I promise you guys, I was gonna say I'm bullish on it now. I think it does want to go higher, but I mean, I guess that's moot now that we're up 19% already today. I'm sorry for anybody who was looking for me to tell them, hey man, it might be a good time to get in before this happened. None of what I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you wanted to get in, obviously you should have done that with or without my saying. That shouldn't matter. But I do think it wants to go higher. I do think it wants to go higher from here. ICP is one of those coins that I don't dislike. I just don't think it has a lot of potential in the sense of like how much it could gain over the cycle. I think it compared to a lot of coins, I think it has a smaller amount of potential than most coins do. So that's just my genuine opinion. But look at you, grinded the 123 weekly moving average, went above it, found support on it. You're moving up right now. You've got higher to go. This is somewhat like a pennant, a bull flag, a bull pennant or something like that. So you might see a move. It's like kind of like that to the upside, right? Maybe you move up to 21, 18, 20, $28, somewhere in that range. Let's see if we can get a genuine fib on it. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, 0.5382. This might have been what I was looking at actually. 618, 69, 23.5 to $30. That's where you're going. And you're probably going to go there in a very short amount of time. It could be this week. It could be next week. It's probably this time, like within the month of March, you're going to go there. You could go higher. Some cryptos do go to their 786. You could see a $42 price, sure. But either way, man, $23, $42, somewhere in between, probably 23 to 30 is what I'm thinking. But that's ICP, looking good, looking good. Wish I posted this video sooner, man. I've got a lot more requests to go to, so it might even be higher. Let's see, let's look at the 4 hour. That 4 hour looks great, bro. Yeah, it probably doesn't go too much higher by the time I post this video, so hopefully not. But it's in the beginning of something fierce is what it looks like. ICP, LRC, USD. Oh. Loopring also looking pretty good. Yep. Overbought, strong looking RSI, top to bottom, breaking that 236. We'll see you at 5.4 cents. You're at 3.5 cents. We'll see you at 5.4 cents. Now, could you go down from here first and consolidate a little bit? Sure. Maybe you pull back to about 30 cents. Oh man, I said 5.4. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I meant to say 54 cents. 54 cents. That's what I meant to say. 54 cents. You could pull back to about 30 cents, not 3 cents, 30 cents, and then move up from there. So don't be discouraged if you do, but you're getting ready. You're definitely getting ready. The only reason I say that is because you're pretty overbought and you haven't really cooled off too much. So cooling off a little bit more, still finding a higher low wouldn't be a bad thing, and then moving up. Ultimately, I do think you're going to see prices probably above 54 cents, maybe up to maybe even up to 60 cents, but that's LRC. Miria USD. Miria on KuCoin. Whew. Let's see here, 786 hit. You're being very constructive on this fib right now, man. So if you pulled back to 1.21 cents, that's not, or 1.22 cents essentially, that wouldn't be crazy. You might find support at 1.31 cents. I do think you want to see 2.37 to 2.74 cents when this is all said and done before you see a move like this, a grand consolidation, like, or not grand, but a more significant kind of consolidation. Yeah, I think you do. I think you want to move up higher. Looks good to me, man. See you at 2.37 to 3.37 cents over the coming weeks, month or two, maybe sometime in March, if not sometime in April. It could happen faster than that. It is possible as well. It looks like when you move up, you like to go fast, and you are breaking this. You're getting close to breaking this high. Maybe once you break above your 886, you just in 1 week. It could be this week or next week that you do move up to these areas, but maybe it takes its time. Who knows? Who really knows? It's looking good. That daily RSI is looking good, man. Weekly RSI is looking good too. 4 hour looks, yeah, they all look good, man. So up for Miria. If it moves down, it's going to be by a very small amount. Yeah, AGI, USD, Delcium, Delicium. Isn't that an inverse head and shoulders? Depends on how you want to draw it, I suppose. Fell just short of your measure move the way that I would draw it personally, but not bad. Not a bad look at all. Overbought as hell, bro. Wow. Yeah, you're going to cool off. You're going to. Absolutely no doubt about it. Is it a V-shaped recovery? I don't know. Kind of. This to me is your V-shape. I don't know if this whole thing is a V, but I see where it could look like that. Yeah, you probably pull back to about 10 cents. You're at 23 cents now. You probably pull back to about 10 cents. At the lowest, or at the highest, I would think 15.2 cents, but just below 10, probably around 9 cents even. 9.4 is the 382. You normally do pull back a little bit past that, so 9 cents is fair game. That's my genuine opinion on AGI. I think it wants to pull back. Super freaking hot, dude. It's gonna cool off. It's gonna need some time to cool off. Anyways, that's AGI. WTK, good old Wadsy Pay. Whew, looking good, aren't you? Looking good. Up 11% this week already. Yeah. You want to go up to 6.6 cents. Or 9 cents, but probably 6.6 cents, 7.5, somewhere in that area is more what I'd look at. I like it, yeah. It wants to go up from here. I think so. I think it wants to go up from here. Like immediately speaking, yeah, I think it does. I think so. If you pull back at all, you'll probably find support around 3.3 cents or just a little bit lower. I doubt you go below this low here. Whoa. Whoa. Below that low at 3.1 cents. Whoa. Hold on. I had pepper in my dinner, and I somehow just like coughed it up into my throat, and it really burned. It was kind of weird, man. But yeah, I think it wants to go up higher. That's WTK. If it moves down, very insignificant amount, very, very insignificant amount. Wants to move up more significantly than it wants to move down. Gate.io on the weekly. SHX. Not a good look, bro. You had a descending triangle at the top. You're breaking through it. You see like here, right? You had this same kind of descending triangle look, but you didn't break through it. You actually went higher. Here you are breaking through. It looks like you're breaking through, at least in my opinion. You probably do go lower. You probably pull all the way back down to half a cent. You're at 0.79 cents right now. Yeah, I don't like the 4. I think it wants to go lower. So probably back, you know, anywhere and everywhere between this high and this low, somewhere in this range. I would look more closer to this half-cent area personally, but I think you go lower, absolutely, yeah. And then higher from there, maybe, sure. You've gone up a lot, so seeing a retracement, that's not. You've gone up a lot, man. It's okay to see a retracement. You might go all the way back to 0.0037. You might, and then move up from there. It's a very common thing to do. You could go lower than that. It's hard to say. Weekly bearish divergence would dictate. You do have that. Would dictate that you'd at least go around here. So half a cent, 0.0035 cents, somewhere around there is what I'm looking for. That's SHX. DGB, and you said .x. See, now the thing is, why can't Mr. Reyes? What it says? Ronald Reyes. What? It's, I forget what the name is, man. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Where are you at? Ronald Reyes. Okay, I think I said that properly, but for some reason I'm having a hard time reading it now. Ronald, you said .x. I don't know what that means, man. I don't see it. So I'm gonna do DGB, and we're gonna do USD. We're just gonna go on Binance here. Looking like you're wanting to break out of your accumulation range. Kind of already have, actually. Overbought zone. Looking good. Might cool off on a weekly perspective. Might cool off on a daily. You got some bearish divergence, sure. But that happens. When you break out of it, you know, you cool off. You pull back to the point that you broke out, which is anywhere from like 1.32 cents to arguably like 1.17. So somewhere around there. You probably pull back and then find support and then go higher. That's my genuine opinion, yeah. Around like these lows, maybe a higher low than this, but something a little bit lower than that, or maybe right at that low even. I don't know. A little bit lower and then higher is what I think. I definitely do think that you have higher to go. 1.74, 2.35 cents, something like that. That's probably where you're going to see a more momentary high, right? Somewhere up in this area. Then you might consolidate for a little bit more and then move up higher. DGB probably moving down in the more immediate terms just to move up more either later this week or sometime next week is what I would think. Shiba, you said .x again. It does pull up other things, but I don't know if that's what you want. Shiba USD. Shiba Inu, you guys, it is up 72% this week. Last week it was up 133%. Insane. Insane, man. I definitely did not think this would happen. 100%. If you told me that Shiba would be pulling these moves, like, I might have taken a bet that it wouldn't happen. Like, genuinely. Let's look at this here. Top to bottom. Come on. 61869 hit. You're in that area. 0.76. You could see a little bit of retracement from here. You had a 96 on your weekly RSI, man. That's hot, dude. Are you at 100? Like, is that even? Did you actually hit it? 99. That's ridiculous, bro. What are you doing? Is it a good time to buy? Hell no. No, guys. Wow. What did I miss? All kinds of things, apparently, man. Wow, that's a pretty big drop. You probably do go lower. You know, some people might see that and they might be like, oh, look, it dropped, but it recovered. I hear you. I hear why that's bullish, but really what I think this is it's like it's a slip, price normalized, and now you're going to come back down to that slip. There's a saying that I picked up on BitBoy's channel back when it was BitBoy, and they had the Piano Man, whatever, with the cat, Scaramucci's, whatever. He said, what gets wicked will get candlesticked, and that stuck with me because it rhymes. And it's true. It's pretty true. Most of the time when you see this stuff, it's counterintuitive. It gets people bullish. It's like, oh, it wicked all the way down. Because that's, you know that, right? A high wick implies that you're probably getting exhausted and you move down. And that's generally true. But when you see just like flash crashes like this, like what was wicked will likely get candlesticked, which means it'll get filled. So you'll probably pull back. You'll probably pull back to that base area there. Let's see, what would that be? I want to look at this. Come on now, low to high. You're 382. Yeah, that would make sense. That's not crazy at all. 382 area, it's just above this like breakout point right here. You could go from anywhere from like 4 zeros, right? That's 4 zeros. 4 zeros, 179 area to 4 zeros, 21 area. That's where I think you're going. You're at 4 zeros, 389 now, so you probably pull back a little bit. That would probably imply Dogecoin pulls back too. But man, Dogecoin. Let's look at Doge real quick. I know this isn't even a request, but I'm curious. Yeah, man, you went up high, bro. You did. Dogecoin might be making a run to $1 right now. I have not been bullish on Dogecoin. I've been very calm and patient for it, but most of the time that works out, and every now and then you find one with that kind of attitude that just gets away from you. This absolutely looks like one of those times. Could it still pull all the way back down to 10 cents from here? Sure, it absolutely could, but I'm not counting on it right now, man. At this point, I'm looking more to like $1, like you, and maybe not straight up in a line like that, but that is how Doge likes to move. Just to put that in perspective. But Shiba looks like it wants to move down. Doge might move down to Trump Inu. Trump Inu. There was one. Oh man. Who was it? I might have messed up. There was one that someone was asking about. Maybe this is the one. Maybe this is what it is. I don't know. Trump Inu. It is this one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Bryant James, you were asking because it doesn't have a lot of data. You're asking what my thoughts are, probably more from like a fundamental level. Being that this is a meme coin, I want you to understand there are no fundamentals. The fundamentals is, will it be popular? Will people like it? And you know, stuff like this, maybe. Trump Inu, you already got a Trump Inu. You know, it's the Shiba Inu to the Trump coin. Maybe it'll do well. I don't know enough about it, man. I tend to stay away from stuff like this. If I mess with meme coins, they got to be like bigger deals, in my opinion, or I got to have a good feeling about it. And maybe you have a good feeling about it. Maybe you got that gut feeling that's like, hey, I'll put a little bit of money in here, but just a little bit of money, right? Because let's look at this. Trump Inu. I don't even know which one to look at, man, right here. Not even placed. Do we have a market cap? 3.3 million? Yeah. So let's assume this gets any kind of relevancy at all in the markets. Let's assume that it gains traction, it becomes somewhat popular, and you see a $300 million market cap. That could be 100x, you know. A $300 million, $332 million market cap would be 100x. If it saw $1 billion, that'd be a 300x, okay? So if you put 100 in that, you could see, what would that be? That'd be $30,000 at a 300x. You know what I mean? $100. You could turn it into some serious cash, like a nice little bit of pocket change there, if you put a little bit of money. But it could also go to zero. It could absolutely not perform as well as you want it to. Maybe it only sees a 10x ever. Maybe it doesn't see a 5x even, and it just goes down. Like maybe it remains irrelevant. It's hard to say. So with stuff like this, if you want to gamble, because that's essentially what it is, don't put any money in there that you'd be upset to lose, right? If $1,000, if you're okay with putting $1,000, you want to let it ride, it could turn into $100,000. It could turn into more than that. What are you doing over there? You know, who knows? But it could also go to zero. It could turn into less. Stuff like this doesn't have a whole lot of liquidity, so it's going to be hard to buy it at the price you want with serious amounts of money. It's going to be hard to sell it at the price you want with serious amounts of money. So just be careful. Well, what do I think about it? I mean, I hear you. It's, yeah, it goes with the, you know, political fi, whatever you're saying, right? It goes with the times for the, like, we're in the election year right now, and then Shiba Inu, it is meme season right now, but I feel like meme season might be coming to an end, right? I think meme season is it. The real meme season probably hasn't officially started yet. I mean, we had a little taste, but I don't know if it's going to persist. We'll see. If it does, sure, this could do well in the coming days and weeks even, but I'm not holding my breath on this. And again, as you already acknowledged, there's not a whole lot of TA that can be done on this. I will just say that being that it is a low cap like this, a lot of room for growth. If you were to put your money in this thing, not financial advice, but I wouldn't put a lot of money in this, but because a little bit can turn into a lot. So if it was to explode overnight, you could take that little bit that turns into a lot and then put it in like real projects, which it's hard to say if any projects really in crypto is real, at least most of them. But anyways, I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question or gives you a little bit of what you're looking for. That's the best I can do, my man. I appreciate you. Fine USD Refinable. Is it the same? Is it the same? It's not the same. You said MEXC. You did. You said on MEXC, so that's what we're doing. All right. All right. Looking at it on the weekly, moving up. Not a whole lot to go off of. Let's look at the daily. Yes, moving up, looking good. Wow. Okay. So the RSI, something's wrong with TradingView because it should not be at 100. So something's wrong with TradingView. They got paid off. Like the refs at the Super Bowl, man, they got paid off. No, I think the Chiefs won that. Fair, unfair, whatever. They won it. Let's see, top to bottom. That's a nice hit. Yeah, you probably pull back to however many zeros that is 1, to however many zeros that is +1, and then 8. Let's count. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You probably pull back to 8 zeros, 8, 7, or 7 zeros, 1. Somewhere in that area, and then you move up higher. You move up to this, whatever that is, 7 zeros, 2. Yeah. Yep. Hard to say on something like this. I really don't know. TA only goes so far, and the RSI is broken. So I do think you have higher to go, though, to be completely fair. I do. You kind of bottomed out, flattened out, accumulated, now you're breaking out. I doubt this is the end of it, but it would not surprise me if it was volatile on the way up, going up to here, moving back to here, very classic fib maneuver, going up to this zone, and then pulling back to this zone, and then going up further, and it might not look this distorted, it might be more in a straight line, but stuff like that's very common. So down probably for now, 8 zeros, what is it? 8 zeros, 8, 7, or 7 zeros, 1, and then up from there to 7 zeros, 2, 1, 2, or higher. That's fine. Talk about Trump 124. Right. Oh, right. Yeah, because this is another meme coin. Yeah. Looking good, bro. Looking good. Flagging out here. Decent volume. Top to bottom. 618. Keep hitting it. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look bad. I like the RSI. I don't like that. That's weird. What I would say is you have the potential to go down as much as you do to go up. So what you're looking for really is a breakout either way. Let's see, something like that maybe, something like this perhaps. If you break out below, I don't know how many zeros that is, I'm not going to count it again, it hurts my eyes, to 4-1, let's just call it 4-1. If you close below 4-1 on a daily, you're probably breaking out to the downside, and you'll go back down to, it looks like, however many zeros that is, 1-3. And if you break out to the upside, probably look for a price above 637 or 64, whatever it is, 645. If you close a day, let's just say you close a day above like 6.5, then you're probably breaking out to the upside, and we'll see more. But until then, range bound, and we'll see. Is it a good time to buy? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Is it a good time to sell? Maybe, maybe not. I really don't know. Not a financial advisor either way, but I kind of like it. I kind of think it looks good. It would want to continue, but it doesn't have to just because I like it. Testing back at previous areas of resistance to move higher is a very common thing to do. And you got your 618 right there too. Yeah, I don't know. That's Trump 2024. I got nothing really of value to say to it. It could move up, it could move down, and until you break either of those zones, either of those price areas, you know, in this line, when you break the structure, I think that's when you'll get a more definite heading as to where you're going. Let's finish this up with Aave. Aave. I wonder what you've done. Let's see. Not much. You're still doing the same thing. So I'm going to make this one quick because I've said it. You're consolidating. You're in your accumulation range. Looking like you want to break out, and go higher. You're at 116. You're probably going to want to move up to the $300 area. 239 to 291, somewhere in that area, once you do break out of this. But I'm not convinced that you're breaking out yet. Yes, you do have a breakout week here, not breakout volume. You absolutely could be in the middle of consolidating still and then break out sometime later, but soon, very soon, maybe this week, maybe next week, maybe next month, maybe the month after, I don't know. But soon you are going to break out to the upside. But for now, I don't think you're going to. Not right now. I think you might pull back a little bit. You're at 116. Maybe you pull back to about 100, 105, and then you move up more. And that's all I got to say. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. That was 27 altcoins and one stock that I did not go over, but I will go over later. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.